Hello, this is a short film about the etching workshop at Locksbrook Road. It's in a big glass room that was built to house screen printing and etching. This is the etching half. You can see the old machines here. It has its own extraction to take away the fumes. So let's go in and have a look. So this is the etching side of the room. It's run by Jane and Penny. This is Jane. And this is Penny. Jane does the beginning of the week and Penny does the end of the week. So if we start looking around the room, that's the UV unit for photo etch and a small star wheel etching press. This big eagle press was built in about 1856. It was used originally to print newspapers. It came from North Wales. It's really good for printing wood type, metal type, and also for any sort of block printing. We can alter the height by putting boards in and out. So it's a really useful press. So this is how it works. You'd put your lino or your block print on the bed, paper on top, that green blanket on top, pull the lever to put the pressure on, and then unwind it, take the blanket off and reveal the paper and then the print. Next to it is a stone litho press. This press is about 1800 and it prints from an image that's drawn onto a stone. It's quite a complicated process, but if you want to do it, do come see us and we'll arrange an induction for you. You alter the height of the press depending on how thick the stone is. You push the bed in and you pull the pressure bar down to put pressure on, and then you wind it through, and the paper that you've put on top will contact with the ink and will take off an impression from your drawing. So like almost all the presses in here, the image that you will have will be backwards. This is the only press that prints the right way round. It's an offset litho press. So your image is drawn onto a metal plate. The roller comes over without touching it. And then you swing the bar down, which means the roller's in contact. And it would then pick up the image from the plate onto the blue roller, and then it would offset print it back onto your paper that would be fixed on top of that blue bed. This is the big etching press, the one we use most of the time. It's a copy of an old one. This one was built in 1976. You ink up your etching plate and put it face up on the bed. Put your soaked and blotted paper on top, roll it through, and then when you peel the paper off, you'll get a reverse image of your plate. So next to the big old etching press, we've got drying racks to put the prints on, and then in this far corner is the cleaning bench with rags, solvents, some extraction. There's a hot plate and a warm plate for inking up on. We've also got a metal guillotine where we can trim your plates to size for you. And then in this office we keep all the rollers and materials that we can give you to use. This is a water bath where you soak your paper for etching, and under the plastic is blotting paper to dry it before you print. Behind it you can just see the acid cabinet and there's sinks there too. This trolley has oil-based block printing and colour etching ink, and then moving around the room a little bit further is a small version of the Eagle press. It's a little Hopkinson press, and it will print letterpress or it will print blocks. You just have to take boards out to alter the height, and it prints up to A4, so it's a really useful press. And next to it is the Stephenson Blake letterpress printing machine. This will print all the metal type really beautifully, but it's often better to print the wooden type on the Eagle or the small Hopkinson, or even print it by hand. Because it's so old, the wooden type gets worn and it gets a little bit lower and doesn't print as well on this one. That little press there is called a proofing press, and it's just a really quick way of getting a print and just seeing what you've got and checking your spelling. And there's lots of old litho stones in this area to roll out ink on. So that's the letterpress area as a whole, with a centre bench, and then on the right, that wooden cabinet is full of cases of metal type on the left. That's where all the wood type is kept. So if I take out a drawer of the wood type, you can have a look. There's a whole mix of different fonts in these drawers. You just have to have a look through and see what you would like to use. These letters are all about 100 years old and they get worn, so sometimes you find paper on the back just to bring them up to height. And then this side, this is a metal type. These drawers are really heavy, so always pull out the drawer underneath to rest a drawer on before you have a look in it. The type goes from very small, about 10 point, up to about 40 point. And with a small type, you'll need to set it in a frame, which is called a chase, and space it out with these wooden blocks, which are called furniture. Then this is a map of the drawers. This shows you where all the letters go, and you need to put them back really carefully at the end so that somebody else can use it after you. And the last press to show you is a small red Adana press that prints metal type up to about a postcard size. We have folders of specimen prints that you can come and have a look at. See what you like doing. There's hard ground, soft ground, aquatint, spit bite. This is the etching folder. This is a block printing folder with lino and woodcut and wood engraving, and a letterpress folder as well, showing the wood type, some laser cut type, and also some of the metal type. And the last folder to show you is full of photo etching. So that covers all the techniques that we can do in this room. We also sell all the materials that you need, the paper and the etching plates and the lino, and all the inks are covered in your studio fees. So do come in and see us. We'll be organising inductions throughout the year, which we'll put on the Nerva and also on the window of the studio. So sign up, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you very much.